Dear students, good morning everyone. So today we are discussing about one of the beautiful important topic under of the fourth unit. So fourth unit is represented by the exogenous hazards. Fourth unit is represented by the exogenous hazards. So in that exogenous hazards, today we are discussing about learning about the topic name is flood or floods. So, according to definition point of floods are the most frequent type of natural disaster and occur when an overflow of water submerges land that is usually dry. Floods are often caused by heavy rainfall, rapid snow melt, or a storm surge from a tropical cyclone or tsunami in coastal areas. So, dear students, what we are saying here, the beside the image will be showing off. So, peoples are very mostly suffered, mostly affected in flood conditions, flood time. So, what they are saying here, flood point of flood or mostly frequent type of natural disaster. Flood is regularly, frequently happening natural disaster. So maybe when why will be happen because of overflowing of the water bodies, maybe river overflowing or maybe canal overflowing or maybe lake overflowing or maybe melting of the ice. These are heavy rainfalls. These are all will be caused for the floods. At the same time of maybe in Bay of Bengal or maybe Arabian Ocean or Hindu Ocean. These kind of ocean having any low atmospheric conditions can be forming of any cyclone. Those cyclones are caused for floods also because why? Because of the cyclones are indirectly produced for causing for the heavy rainfall. So heavy rainfall or rapid snow melting or maybe overflowing of the river basins, overflowing of the canals, overflowing of the ponds, lakes, maximum caused for the reason for the floods. At the same time of floods are most frequent type of natural disaster. So second one, types have different types will be there: river flood, flash flood, coastal flood, urban flood. So major four types of floods will be there. First of all, the river will first image represented by the middle of the image. So one river flowing to both side having some trees. So the particular middle area represent a river flowing path, river area. So maybe when the river overflowing, entire water will be entering surrounding villages, surrounding landforms also. So next of all, flash flood, maybe sudden with high elevation areas, high slope areas having floods will be happen. That flood will be wrapped by the down slope areas, maybe down path areas, so simply covered with by the flash floods, coastal floods. Nothing but sea surrounding area having any flood that we have a coastal flood. So urban floods means city areas, maybe pavement related areas, concrete consisted areas, maximum any flood will any type of floods will happen. Those floods we are called urban floods. So let me discuss one by one. Okay. First one, river flood. The majority of the floods recorded globally or due to the rivers flowing as a result of long-lasting precipitation in the river basin. Melting snow, ice can also contribute flooding. So nothing but of the in worldwide or globally or nationwide, max any flood will be happen. That flood will be one of the background reason is nothing but the river overflowing. So river overflowing is main cause for any flood. At the same time of in our India, maximum of floods recorded location of the river overflowing point of at the situation of the river overflowing point of why will overflow because of the for example Ganga Brahmaputra river we are called perennial rivers 365 days they having water content. So maybe those kind of rivers are maybe linked by the Himalayas. So Himalayas melting water will be there, will be contribute, will be passing in that rivers. So that's why those both rivers are maximum 365 days having some water content. So already they are existing some water content. At the same time, any monsoon variations upon any cyclone will be providing small rainfall also. That rainfall additionally added already glaciers melted water will be there in that river. So at the same time of more recharging of the water, more intake of the water, more recharging of the water in that river basin, that condition, that situation, the river water will be overflowing. So maximum oil smelting point of, or maybe smelting also one of the contribution for flooding point of, especially river overflowing point are having some contribution. So next one, flash floods. It occurred due to local high intensity, most elevated areas, slope areas, hilly areas, having a short period of time, maybe more rainfall will be recorded, will be happen. That we are called flash floods. So discharge during flash floods are often much higher than normal flow in water causes. So flash floods are particularly dangerous and steep slopes. So why? Because of nothing but that flood water very rapidly, high intensity, high speed they are moving. Maybe which areas have to be low elevated areas having areas, maybe slope areas having any content. Obviously, those will be simply affected or maybe allured with water. So different types of floods, most of the flash floods are very dangerous or very serious problems, or they are creating a rises. Yes. So coastal floods. So these kind of floods mostly we are observed where identified coastal surrounding areas. Nothing but here definition point of, or maybe concept point of, areas along the coastal area may be flooded due to the tsunami, hurricanes, or maybe any land usually high tides. So nothing but of the here maybe, for example, maybe coastal surrounding areas mostly affected when cyclone will be formed in the ocean conditions, ocean areas. So that low atmospheric pressure conditions caused by the cyclone. That cyclone will be affect mostly where will be identified nothing but the coastal surrounding areas. Why? Because of cyclones will be formed there in that coastal area, in sea. So the sea surrounding area mostly affected nothing but that area we are simply called coastal area. So here maybe one of the cause that one. Second one is maybe bottom of the ocean having any earthquake will be happen or developed. That earthquake has connoted as a tsunami. That tsunami time the ocean waves are simply high intensity, high speedily come forward to the surface. So that is also one of the causes for the coastal floods also. So as so long-term phenomena like subsidence and sea level rises lead to the gradual encroachment of the sea. Whatever it may be subsidence of the sea surrounding area or bottom of the area. Maybe sea levels rising, that also causes for the coastal floods. So urban floods, next and fourth one, urban floods. Urban area is paved with the roads to etc. to discharging of heavy rain cannot absorb into the ground due to the drainage constraints lead to the flooding of streets and underpasses, low-lying areas, storm drains. Nothing but here, especially that urban area, most the image, see that images, both image, most area will be covered with concrete material, nothing but of the concrete mania, or maybe city roads, cement-rated roads. At the same time of number of buildings will be there. So entire that area consists by the more concrete material. So nature of the concrete point of concrete cannot be absorbed by the rainwater. It will be simply overflowing of the water. Simply it will be not infiltration process zero and storage capacity zero. So that particular condition maximum the water will be excess of water will be flowing on surface of their land resources. We are called flood. Maybe especially urban areas may be very thin drainage system will also be there. So at the same time, those drainage, poor drainage system will be there. Exactly what we are saying, poor drainage system also will be there. So those drainage systems will be implemented in nothing but of the last number of years back, but not will be updated, modified regularly. So maybe, for example, we take off that population point 1947, our population 35 crores only, but now our census is 150 plus crores. So maybe that particular time having drainage system still we are using little bit changes point up. So based on that population point must be implemented or maybe modified of the drainage canals. Otherwise, we are facing problem. A small rainfall will be happen. So maybe simply the drainage sewage water simply overflowing in that entering in the streets. The sewage water also flowing on the streets or villages also. So maybe urban area having any flood, that is flood, we are simply called urban floods. Okay. Next. Cause of floods. First one is heavy rainfall. So see the first image represented by the heavy rainfall. Where it may be the cause of floods or heavy rainfall is one of the causes for flood. Overflowing of rivers. Second one is overflowing of the second image represented by the overflowing of the rivers. So third one broken dams. The image will be represented by the broken dams. Maybe civil engine failure is caused for here. Floods will be happen. Urban drainage basins. Poor drainage basin systems. Lack of vegetation. The fourth image represented by the lack of vegetation, not having greenery percentage, everything will be very quiet and clean. So maybe number of cracks, hexagonal cracks are developed on that soil. So sixth one, melting snow and ice, melting snow and ice. Maybe that image, fifth image represented by the due to high temperature point of the snow and ice glaciers will be melted. So one more definition point of explanation point of heavy rains. So main cause of the flooding is rainwater. No matter where you live, you are surrounded by the infrastructure and system designed to move rainwater into appropriate basin and reservoirs. So heavy rainwater or heavy rain is one of the main causes for any flood. Whatever may be, where it may be, the entire surrounding area simply overlapped or submerged with the flat water. So overflowing of the rivers, you don't know you didn't necessarily need to have heavy rains to the experiences. So if boarding experience of boarding in your areas of the example, you live along a river and areas upstream from the experience heavy rains. So first of all, heavy rain maximum filled by the that river based area, or maybe canal area, or maybe pond area, or maybe lake area. Why? Because of inflow is more. When we are having more rainfall at that particular time, inflow is more. That inflow simply enter into the river basin, maybe simply enter into the pond basin, we simply enter into the lake basin. So when the inflow is very high, maximum after a few hours, maybe few days, must and should overflow will be happen. Maybe it will be filling by the, it will be added by the river flowing happen. Then the excess, the inflow water will be added to the pond overflow. Maybe that excess of water reach to the, meet to the lake overflow, it will must and should happen. So particularly it will happen. So next of all, broken dams, maybe maximum civil structures failure, maybe civil engineer maximum wrong estimation, can't analysis perfectly. Subsurface having any problems, maybe any defects will be there, maybe geological problems will be there, but he neglect that problems, not care about that problems. That particular point of the civil engineer constructing a dam, maybe due to the problems point, the structure will be collapsed. So maybe the in dam why we are used before, why we are using dam, because of flood controlling purpose, lacks of cusic of the water, flood water storage purpose, flood intensity controlling purpose, we are used by the dams. So when the dam will be failure, in the dam stored by the lacks of cusic water, that entire water will be flowing surrounding villages, that will be flowing low elevated areas. The best example, San Francisco Dam, USA. So urban drainage basin. So maybe here our cities are made of the most concrete and impermeable materials. When you are have urban drainage basin that is made concrete, there is no lack of vegetation. So vegetation can be help snow runoff and prevent flooding, which area affected more to drought. These areas, these areas are flooding, flood bonding first at rain season. So maximum nothing, lack of vegetation point of, for example, vegetation will be there. That maximum control prevent by the flood velocity, flood movement speed also, movement having speed also. So when we are not having particular vegetation, that will be caused for the soil erosion. When soil erosion will be happen, bottom of the soil, top of the soil will be eroded, bottom soil will be there, that will be consist or compressed. So when the water will be not infiltrated particular area, simply it will be move one place another place, having some movement. That movement is called for flood also indirectly. Melting snow and ice. Winter time heavy snow and glaciers must be melted summer time. At time any cyclone or rain added to the this particular of the river path area river, that river exhibit are produced by the heavy floods also. Floods also happen. Maybe entire subtropical Indian climatical conditions point of India having three monsoons. One is summer monsoon, second one is the rain monsoon, third one is the winter monsoon. So maybe winter times number of more glaciers or more ice or more snow will be deposited at particular areas. At summer time, remaining 4 months that will be melted. That melting snow is caused for flooding simply. For example, Brahmaputra River yearly three or four times producing exhibiting by the floods. Effects of floods. So nothing but of the effects of floods point of nothing but flood water can seriously disturb the public and personal transportation by cutting off the roads and railway tracks. Yes, when the when floods will be happen or happen or developed, or maybe going on that particular area seriously affected. Maybe self transportation or public transportation mostly affected. Why? Because of the all the roads will be damaged or eroded, will be simply cut or maybe seriously damaged, as a number of pits will be developed on that road. As well as communication and transportation also be affected. Communication system also be affected. Communication links or drainage system will be affected. Sewage spills over communication, which represent as serious health hazards. Nothing but of the drainage canals water will be overflowing or sewage also overflowing. That particular rainy season, that will be caused for the maximum health causing for health hazards or health issues. They will be produced as increasing by the health hazards. Why? Because of sewage water is wastewater. That wastewater contact of any freshwater resource body, the freshwater resource bodies also be contaminated. Soil will be eroded. Yes, the rapid flowing of the water flow movement must ensure eroded by the soil. Agriculture crops also affected. Why? Because of the entire water will be enter into the agricultural land areas. So that will be caused for that also be caused for the agricultural crops affected. Animals also be affected. Loss of the life, loss of the property, floods are disturbed, and suspended sediments also be deposited in front of houses. So different types of effects will be there. Maximum loss of the life, loss of the property, loss of the income will be happen. So maximum life point of animals or human beings will be affected. Agriculture crops will be affected. Soil will be eroded. Maybe that time the flood water will be carrying by the suspended solids, maybe clay, sand, silt, deposed in front of houses also. So mitigation measures point of before the flood, know about your local relief centers and evacuation routes. Maximum number of the where the relief centers or campaigns will be that particular point of route maps and all the emergency bus must keep it with you. And flat roll up, folded and roll up of the any important materials or maybe chemicals or medicines will be there. That will be kept at very high. Keep very high, and also keep vegetation in front of compounds in front of house also. So before flooding time, maximum first of all know where your area point low relief centers will be there, so that the relief centers or emergency numbers keep with you. The same time of folded by the and also folded and roll up by the emergency numbers, important numbers for, sorry, folded and round up with anything important materials will be there. Maybe the documents or maybe certificates will be that will be kept at very high area. At the same time, any chemicals will be there. The chemical in the fertilizer point of, or maybe fertilizers or pesticides point of, maybe any medicines point of, not to be there in bottom, must be kept at a very high area, not reachable areas. Water cannot be reachable that particular area. So keep vessels in front of house or in front of ground, in front of compound, in front of house, in front of your house front of the area or compound area. So next, during the flood time must be reached safe as possible as any as well as must be reached a safest area. Water can't be reached to you. So children and old age people stay at high ground areas. So why? Because they're not able to reach up to the high areas of the flood water. So turn off all electrical appliances or gas and maybe main box, electrical main box also. So keep away chemicals for flood water. So maximum chemicals, simply what we are saying before flooding point of, nothing but rolled fold up, round up, kept at very high elevated areas also. Next, after the flood, everything is looking okay, everything is under control. So then we have to put on by the any electrical things, or maybe gas, or maybe electrical box, or electrical main also. Before maximum cleaning, before take photographs and records all damages. Those are help for the insurance claims purpose. So cleaning time must be maintained appropriate dress and masks and gloves. So after the flood point, if everything is okay, not having any water will be reaching, not having any water inflow. So everything is okay, flood controlled. So mag flood controlled, simply not having any flood effects will be there. So that particular time must ensured everything go. If you feel everything okay, then if you are on put on by the electrical things, or maybe gas, or maybe electrical main also. So take photographs before cleaning that one, removing of the waste point, removing of flood waste before. So take photographs. Those photographs most helpful for the insurance claim purpose. Geotime photo is very important. It will most helpful to you. So cleaning time must be wear by the separate dress code, wear the masks, and also use the gloves, and also and also proper dress code, and also glasses, maybe mask, different safety precautions must be used. After cleaning point of, you wash your hands with with Dettol liquid or soaps, hand wash soaps. So dear students, now we are now we are completed by the a beautiful concept of the flood concept discussion. So if you having any, I hope you understand, everyone understand about that particular concept. If you having any difficulties or problems, please text me. I will reply as soon as possible as. So thank you very much.